Hi there everyone, I have 3 new lip products to share with you guys today, and also the new CoverGirl Roses palette. So CoverGirl has come out with these TruNaked palettes. There's 3 of them so far, and I did a review on the nudes. This is the roses. Have that on today, and I don't know if I'm that crazy about this palette. I was really enjoying the nudes one. I was really liking that one, but this one has a couple of little flaws, and I'll tell you about it. So here are your colors. You've got a mix of mattes and shimmers in there, and it does come with a double-ended applicator. I will swatch these for you. Here are the first 3: Almond, Champagne, and Baby. Okay, this one is Rose Gold. This one is Copper Rose. This one is Dusk. This one right here is called Mauvergine. And this one right here is called Mousse. Now, these 2 dark colors kind of annoy me. And that's what I did not like about this palette. This one and this one. They come out really ashy and muddy, and it's one of those things where you think it's going to be really dark purple, but it's really just sort of a dark, muddy, ugly gray black. So the consistency of these is great. They're all real soft. You don't have any of the chunky glitter or anything that you're going to have a big problem with fallout with. It's just these last 2 colors just are really that black sort of trying to pass itself off as dark purple or dark brown, and it just, when you blend it, it just kind of shears out into this ashy, ugly mess. Started out with my highlighter today. I used the first color here called Almond, just right up under my brow bone. Then for my lid color, I used the color called Baby. I really like that one, and I like the color I used in my crease, which is called Copper Rose. Copper Rose is a great crease color, Then I patted on my very outer corner, that last color that ended up giving me so many problems, called Mousse. And it just really, I patted it on, and then I kind of blended it a little bit, and it wasn't dark enough. It faded out into that ashy looking stuff, and so I patted on another layer of it, and that wasn't really adding anything either. It was still, you know, that ashy, blackish, trying to be purple. So then I kind of gave up, and I sort of transitioned that color with the color called Dusk, which is not a bad color. It's a shimmery brown, purplish brown, sort of. So then I tapped on my lid a really pretty color in here that's called Rose Gold. And that makes a really nice sort of all over the lid sparkle. In my very inner corner, in my tear duct area, I put the color called Champagne. And you can really go crazy with that one. It becomes very sort of mirrory shiny. So here's how it looks. You can see in the corner, you know, what should be pretty dark in both of these corners has just, once you blend it, even packing on a couple of layers of it, it just sort of went into that sort of cheap gray ashiness that I just hate. Don't really love this palette. I really liked the nudes. Don't really like roses so much. So lip products, lots of lip products coming out right now. Clinique has come out with these sweet pots. The color I picked up was called Candied Cassis, or Cassis, I don't know. Anyway, what is interesting about these, and these are great after a long cold winter like it has been, they're 2-sided. So this side is a nice glossy balm, tinted balm. This side is a sugar scrub. So it comes like this, and you unscrew the sugar scrub part and scrub your lips. And then you unscrew the gloss part and put the balm on top and let this turned out, I used this last night, and it is a great lip treatment product. I'm really impressed. Now, if you're looking for any kind of color out of this balm, there really is none. Let me swatch it for you. So I really think, and they come in a range of colors, I really think you could get any color you felt like getting that appealed to you, because you're not going to see a difference. There's really not any color there. So they're just meant to, I think, moisturize and hold in your moisture after you've done this sugar scrub treatment. So I don't think they're really meant to be a tint or a real colored product. What I did find with the sugar scrub, it is really gentle. The sugar in there is tiny, tiny little particles. What I found with this was the first time I tried to put it on, I just put my finger in it and just swirled around in it. And I didn't really pick up any sugar at all. And I'm putting it on my lips and there's no sugar in there at all. What I had to do was dig out a little pile of it and put that on and scrub with that. That worked out much better. That way I got a lot more sugar and then I could scrub more effectively. Now I didn't scrub for very long. It's not, you know, a little goes a long way with this one. I scrubbed my entire lip area and then I sort of wiped the sugar off, or you can lick it off and eat the sugar if you want. That's what I did. And then I put this balm on top and I just let it sit just the rest of the night. And all day today I've had no flaking or no dry feeling on my lips. This has been a really good treatment for me for my super dry, especially winter dry lips that I have right now. So pick up whatever color you want. It's not really going to make a difference. This one was nice bright and purple, so I thought I'd grab this one. But the scrub part of it is fantastic without being too chunky and too harsh. So a product I used today and I've been trying lately are the new NYX Whipped Lip and Cheek Souffle. I picked up 2 of these. This one is called Plush and this one is called Berry Tea. I have on Plush today on just my cheeks. So this is a lip and cheek souffle. So you're supposed to put it on, be able to put it on as a blush and put it on as a lip product. I put this one on as a blush today, Plush, and here's how it goes on. So it comes out as just sort of a little heart-shaped or teardrop-shaped doe foot. And it has the exact same smell as a lot of the NYX liquid lipstick products. That strong, wonderful vanilla smell. I love it. It smells so good, but it's a little bit weird to put something that smells like that on your cheeks. On your lips, you're used to, but to put that on your cheeks, you feel kind of strange. So I put this on my cheeks, just dot a little bit goes a long way on these. They are very pigmented, and you dot it on. It's a very liquidy product. You dot on just a little bit and then you sort of pat it around into place. I was really pretty impressed with the blush aspect of these. I am not a cream blush fan at all. These feel like, exactly like, you're putting on the NYX liquid lipsticks or the NYX soft matte creams that they have. It felt exactly the same. It's very liquidy. It's not like a cream blush at all. And maybe that's why I liked it, because I don't really like cream blushes. I find them to be very streaky and to, you know, sort of have a spot of it in one spot and then nothing in another, and you try to blend that and the cream doesn't go anywhere. This is very blendable because it's more liquidy than most cream blushes. I'll swatch it on the back of my hand. Plush is just a bright, classic, bubblegummy pink. There it is like that, and then I'll sort of blend it to make it look a little more like a blush color. It's see-through. It's not matte at all like most blushes are. What was neat about it was when I put it on, it seemed to do better than powder blushes as far as having to blend it. So I tapped it on, I tapped it around into place, and I didn't feel like I had to go back and take a brush and blend it more like I would have with a powder blush. It seemed like it blended really well with just tapping it around with my finger. I did not like this color on my lips. That's why I did not wear it on my lips today. It is just too blue. It has a very blue-pink cast to it, and that's why I didn't have it on my lips. It just does not work for me as, you know, having the color of hair and everything that I do, to have a very blue-pink lip. The Berry Tea one is a little too intense for me. I know a lot of people like berry lips and berry blushes. This one's a little too intense in the color for me. Use even less of this one if you do use it than the other one, because this one is really pigmented. I will show you on the back of my hand. It is a fuchsia-y bright pink. Now this one looks good on the lips. I guess because it's just darker. The other one, the color just doesn't work very well for me. This one doesn't work for me as a blush because of the color. So it is a sheer look to the blush, but there's enough pigment there that it does look like a blush. It doesn't look like you need to put something else on. So on the lips, this one looked better, and it had more coverage. This one did not have a whole lot of coverage, but it really the consistency of both of these remind me of their butter glosses. Another new product from NYX, they have a lot of stuff out right now, a lot, are the Ombre Lip Duos. I have two of them. The one I have on right now is called Ginger and Nutmeg. And the other one I got is called Cinnamon and Spice. So I feel like the ombre lip thing is kind of done. I felt like that was, I don't know, a year ago or 2 years ago or something like that, and I don't really feel super comfortable sporting a really intense ombre lip like I did, 2 years ago. But I thought I would pick these up because they are a little bit interesting. I have this one on right now, the Ginger and Nutmeg. Now, what's kind of strange for me about these, formula's great, by the way. Formula on them is great. It's a creamy matte feel. Feels thick and creamy. It feels like it is not going to budge. There's not going to be any running and feathering with this stuff. So one end you have a very thin lip liner. The other end you have sort of a chunky lip crayon. So you line your lips with your lip liner and you concentrate for the whole ombre look. You concentrate your liner sort of into these corners here and sort of bring them out, and then do a thinner line to line the rest of your lip and on bottom as well. And then you go in with your other color, your actual lip color, fill in the middle, and then sort of smear it into the lip liner so that you don't have a super obvious, horrible lip line, and sort of blend all of that together, keeping these outer corners sort of darker. And I'm okay with that if you have some time to sit there and do all that. I don't usually have a lot of time to ombre out my lips. And then, like I said, I feel like we've already done that. I don't know. Here's how it turned out. Blends really well. It's a nice creamy matte feel. Not super matte, like, oh, that's really a matte lipstick, but just sort of a toned down matte. Here's the liner on this one. It's a deep plum, like an aubergine burgundy. And then the actual lip is a peachy pink. So the problem I had with these is that I feel like the liner and the lip color are so dramatically different in color that it's a little too much ombre. I feel like if they had put, a lip color, the lip color's fine, but if they had made the lip liners on all of these, actually, not just this one, just a little bit lighter to where the two colors just kind of blended together a little more seamlessly, it would have been prettier, but they are intensely different. I mean, it is ombre. So I will show you the other set, which is a deeper, more of a plummy set. It is an aubergine again, but it has got a little more pink in it than the previous one. And then the lip color is a really nice, everyday sort of mauve. So there are the two. These two kind of go together a little bit better. It's dark and dark. This one is so far apart, it's just like, whoa. I don't really mind the ombre look. It's kind of pretty, but it can be kind of distracting. I mean, it can be like everybody stares at your lips and not your whole face. So I don't really mind these. Formula's great, but I think on some of them, they went a little far in the spectrum. The two colors were just way out here instead of being a little closer together to do more of a subtle ombre. I picked up one of the new Milani spring palettes. It has a bunch of eyeshadows in it, and I'll be reviewing that for you, and also lots more to come.